Namaste, everyone. Welcome to week 7 of this social distancing where we're not together face to face physically. So welcome to another session of gentle healing yoga. And many of you know my ritual is a piece of ginger chew in my mouth. It keeps my mouth moist for the full hour session, so I don't have to keep stopping and drinking water. But I do encourage you all to have some water handy. So let's begin our gentle healing practice. Get balanced on your sit bones. And many of us, our knees are up too high, and if your knees are up too high, please take a blanket and roll it up. A little pillow, a yoga block, and put it under the edge of your butt, right on the edge of your sit bones. So notice my knees are down much farther, my pelvic bowl, my pelvic floor is much more comfortable. And today we're going to focus on the pelvic floor, the pelvic bowl. So let's begin our practice. And we always root down and then we rise up. So soften or close your eyes and focus your attention and gather your soul into the present. Imagine your soul slipping effortlessly out of your body and float with it, as if you were a bird gliding on a soft wind current, rising higher and higher above the earth. You are safe. You are secure. Alone with your soul. So what does your soul say to you? Listen closely. Do other interior scenes awaken you as you are floating? What does it feel like? Anytime one of your 5 senses attempts to re-engage into your body, withdraw from those senses so you can keep your soul above your body. Allow your soul to slip back into your body. And feel the energy of the earth entering your root chakra, your tailbone area. Just allow it to rise up your spine, kundalini fire, out of the top of your head, connecting you to your source in the cosmos. And then today's mudra, let's do Avana mudra. So the sides of your hands, let's butt them together. This helps us receive love. Backdoor the heart chakra, backdoor the solar plexus chakra, where we receive instead of giving. Digestion, circulation, respiration, lymphatication, the health of your breasts. One more breath with Avana mudra. Release it. Let's begin the Supigrin somatics. Let's hang on to our legs or our knees. Your chin into the hollow of your throat. And all of your thoughts pouring out of your head into the earth to be recycled. Bowing and honoring that inner teacher. Let's take that heavy head and rock it gently side to side. And then all the way over to your left side, and we're going to tilt the ear towards your shoulder, but keep your shoulders parallel to the earth. So working on anger issues coming from a male source, right side of your neck. Clearing them. And then heads up. Take your right ear down towards your right shoulder. And breathe. Clearing issues from the left side of your neck. Anger issues coming from a female source. We can't change them, but we can change the way that we respond to them. Chins back into the hollow of your throat. Inhale, rise up inside your space. Exhale, small circles with your shoulders. Working on those trust issues. Let's shrug them in the front and inhale. Pull them back and exhale. To the front and we inhale. And then exhale, lift up your hands. Raise your energy. Keeping elbows lower than shoulders. Let's make circles with our hands. Let it flow from your elbows. Helping us accept change in our lives, the elbows. Reverse it. From your wrists. Working on those minor details in our lives. Return it. Let's bring our two hands together in a clasp. And make a figure 8 with your clasped hands on its side. Helping any of you with arthritis in your hands, issues with the hands. Nice and slow. And then reverse. Unwind. Nice and slow. And then push your clasped hands away from you. Inhale, breathe into the back doors of your chakras. Exhale, turn your palms towards your face, lift them up above your head. Big inhale here. Exhale, let's draw down the moon, clean up your aura. Before you clean it up, notice how it feels. Smooth, silky is good, clear. Staticky, resistance, it means you've got negative energy inside your aura, your private space. Hang on to your legs or your knees. Inhale, pick your rib cage up off your waist. And then exhale, let's do a rib cage roll. Massage. Lubricate and detox everything in your core. And then reverse it. Try to keep upper and lower body still. Not so easy. And if you, like me, have something beneath you, remove it so that we may roll around on our sit bones. So bringing energy to the root chakra, your tailbone, your sit bones. Reverse it and we clear negative energy out of there. It blocks your root chakra from absorbing that grounding earth energy. And then spiral to neutral. And rock it back and forth. To anchor these sit bones, arch and round your back. And remember, we're all different. We're all different. So we do what we can in class and we leave the rest. One more. And let's soften up. A safe seated twist. Let's go to your right. Inhale, push tall first. And then twist and turn to your right side. And then let's change sides. Off to your left, inhale, push tall first. And then exhale, twist and turn. 2 hands behind. Inhale your heart up. And as you lift up your heart, press your knees down towards the earth. Exhale, heads up, abdominals in, and your navel into your spine, your knees still pressing down towards the earth. And then let's soften up and kick up that left foot. Working with somatics, soupy grin, circles with this heel. And if you can't grab your foot, no matter, grab the back of your leg and make circles with your foot. Return it. Push this leg straighter. Let's climb up. Lift up the heart and bring your leg in. And then ease up on that leg. Circles with your foot, working on your ankle. Reverse, it's somatic, soupy grin. It's joint freeing exercises. It clears energy from that area too. Let's bring this foot in and gently rock your baby. And each time you join me, please bring it in a little closer. And from the hip to the hip flexor, let's drop that right elbow down. Left ankle, let's bring that left leg back. Go to your limit. Push your heart forward. And then bring this left foot in and turn the foot up. We're going to take our thumbs and create circles in the roots of your toes. So every morning that you wake up, say thank you 3 times before your feet hit the floor. And when you're showering, visualize shimmering gold water with protective light filling up your aura. Bless your morning coffee or your morning tea with vibes of productive and creativity. Every time you use your keys, visualize they're unlocking opportunities to get you closer to your dreams. When you get to your heel, take your thumb or a couple of knuckles and little circles on the edge of your heel. And before you fall asleep, at night, visualize cords connecting you to everybody that you met that day and send their energy back to them and bless them. Let's take this left foot and tuck it in and kick up and work the right side, the masculine, the solar side. Circles with this heel. Our knees. Return it. And then pulling this leg straighter. And we're all different. Climb up, push the foot up, lift up the heart, and bring your leg in closer. Circles with this foot onto the ankle. Return it. And let's bend at the knee and rock our baby. Back to that hip. Fears get trapped in our hips and they create dysfunction in our hips. And then onto the hip flexor, the top of the thigh in the front. Left elbow down, right ankle, let's bring it back. Hip flexor, feeling like you're stuck in life. Clear that negative emotion. Push your heart forward, pull the leg back a little bit more. And then bring your right foot forward, turn the bottom of the foot up. Thumbs making little circles in the roots of your toes. pads beneath those roots into the arch of our foot. Working our way down towards our heel. And when you all get there, little circles on the perimeter of your heel. Dead center of your heel. And then let's bring those two warmed up feet together in the front and complete your electrical circuit, your energetic circuit. So let's reach down for our ankles and inhale, breathing into your belly. Fully and completely. Exhale, let's fold forward without straining. Go to your limit and breathe. Giving thanks to Gaia, Mother Earth, and all she gives us with a heavy head, so we're not straining our necks. And then we're going to back up today and place our two hands behind us. Take that left knee and bring it over towards that right knee. Go as far as you can and back up that left shoulder. And then open that knee up and bring it down again. Keeping your heels connected. One more, lift it up. Working on freeing up that stuck pelvic bowl and that knee coming down. And then lift it up and open up fully and completely. Let's change sides. So right knee go into the left side. Go to your limit and back up that right shoulder. Keeping your heels connected. And let's do it again. Inhale, breathe that top knee up. Exhale, bring it down. And remember, if you're in pain, you're too far too soon. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, put it down. Now we open up fully and completely. And send these legs out to the side. And everyone's expression looks different. We never compare. Hands on the floor in front. Inhale, push up. Exhale, walk or slide your hands forward. Go to your limit. With a heavy head. And breathe in and out of your nose. Breathing into your belly fully and completely. Soften the belly. Let the breath travel all the way down into the bottom of your lungs. And while we're here, we pick and choose our intention for today's class. Something that you've always wanted. Something that you're afraid to ask for. Our Creator wants us to ask, wants us to be fulfilled. And then let's back it up slowly. And then let's take these legs and send them both to the left side. And we're going to bounce, shake out these legs. And then a little bit of hip walking up and down your yoga mat. Supported with your hands down is the easiest. And you can be stationary too. You don't have to travel. With arms gives you a little bit more energy, burns more calories. But how do you feel today? And then somewhere in the middle of your mat, take your hand closest to me to the leg farthest away from me. And then inhale that free hand behind you slowly with your heart up high. And then exhale, return that hand outside, the leg closest to me. And then the arm closest to me. Inhale, breathe it back behind you. Follow your gaze. Follow your thumb with your gaze. And then exhale, return it. And then let's bend our knees and knee squeeze, knee hug or knee hold. Get taller. Straighter. Open it up all 24 vertebrae. And then exhale, we're going to round our backs. Now let's rock and roll. So any snap, crack, or pops that you may hear, you're putting your vertebrae in that route of alignment. And then rise up and a little bit of core work. Plant your feet down. 90-degree angle with your legs. We're going to inhale. Press your feet into the earth and raise your hands up above your head. And then exhale, lower your hands. Let's try that again. Inhale, bringing up your arms over your head. Keep your hands up as long as you can and really work on straightening, lengthening your spine. Pressing your toes deep into the earth. And lower your hands. Looks easy? Not so easy, huh? One more time. Inhale, your hands up above your head. And then exhale, bring them down slow. Keep your feet pressing into the earth. And then from here, we're going to roll it over onto all fours. So your hands falling under your shoulders, your knees right under your hips, and the top of your feet pressing down into the earth as you round your back and let your head get heavy. And then inhale, heads up, butts up, eyeballs, roll them up there into your eyebrows. Bottom lip, stretch it over your top lip. And then slowly round your back and exhale. Press the top of your feet into the earth. One more time. Big inhale with an arch. Heads up, butts up. Pull your bottom lip over your top lip. Roll your eyeballs into your eyebrows. And then exhale, rounding your back just as slow. Heads are heavy. And then relax. Let's walk our hands in towards our knees. Or your knees in towards your hands. Knees work better, wider apart. Let's inhale and breathe. Our hands up, halfway up. Utthita Ustrasana, baby camel. We're going to back up a little bit. Can you feel that stretch up the front of your thighs? Hip flexors. Heart's up higher in your chest and maybe tilt that head back. Baby camel pose. And then heads up. So the hand closest to me, put it behind you on the top of your buttocks. And then inhale, hand farther away from you, float it up above your head. Gaze up towards that thumb. Push your hips farther forward. And then heads up, that arm coming down. And the arm closer to me. Lift it up above your head. Back it up gently. Squeeze your sit bones closer together. Gaze up towards your thumb. And then lower this hand. And down dog is not for everyone. So if it's not one of your favorite, we're going up into a mountain pose. Meet you there shortly. Hands on the earth, we're curling our toes under, picking up our knees and pushing our heels towards the earth. With a heavy head so you're not straining your neck, let's pump those heels. Walk in the dog. And then tippy toe, baby step your feet in towards your hands. When you can't get any closer, bend your knees and we're going to ragdoll up with a heavy head. One vertebra at a time. When you make it all the way up, turn towards me. Let's bring up the sun. Hands above our heads, let's lean to our left. And breathe into your right side. Clearing anything negative. This way comes from a male source. Back up to neutral, Sushumna, place between right and left. Masculine, feminine, lunar, solar. Exhale, lean to your right. And breathe into that left side, clearing anything negative. This way comes from a female source. And up to neutral, Sushumna. Let's soften the knees and make a circle with your hands above your head. And then reverse it. And working with bird energy, let's draw down the moon slowly. Yes, it cleans our aura. Makes us feel lighter energetically. When you all touch down, let's step back with that right foot right behind your left leg. Keep that right knee soft or bent. And then push that back heel down towards the earth and step your front foot forward a wee bit. Straightening that back leg and move your hips farther forward. Ground your back foot. Push your hips farther forward. Working on pelvic bowl today. A lot of lower back, hip issue things. And then drag your back foot closer to your front foot. Here we go, working on balance. Right into stork pose. Arms halfway up, bend at your elbows. And then see if you can take your back foot and wrap it around the back of your front foot. Working on gentle, easy balance, and maybe you can pick up that back foot. Step down and Shakti shake. Shake out those legs. Shake out your arms. Shake out whatever got tense or tight. And then we're going to do it again. So this time, step back with that left foot. Soften up those knees. Breathing in and out of your nose. And then step your front foot forward just a little bit. We're going to bend the front knee and straighten that back leg. Ground your back foot and move your hips farther forward. Can you feel it? Hip flexors, hips, buttocks, low back, sciatic nerve. And then drag the back foot closer to your front foot. So onto our balance. Inhale, your arms halfway up. Soften up those knees. And lifting up your back foot and wrap it around your front ankle if you can. Working in the stork pose. Working on balance. When you've had enough fun, we step out of it and we Shakti shake. Shake out those legs. Shake out your arms. Whatever feels tense or tight. And then nice and easy, cross kick. Cross that leg over the other. And then from here, we're going to go right into elephant pose. So widen up those legs. Soft knees. And then nice and easy, swinging our arms side to side. So freeing up our energy, grounding, and a lot of healing. And a little bit slower. A little bit lower. And then somewhere to neutral, push both feet into the earth. Lift your rib cages up off your waist. Squeezing sit bones closer together. A lot of low back, a lot of hip work today. And soften up. So take that right foot and turn it to the right. Bend your right knee over your right heel. And then your sit bones. Want to parallel. So you've got one that's back farther. Push that one that's back farther forward. And breathe. In and out of your nose. Trying to get the sit bones parallel. Evened up. And release. Bring that both feet back into upright wide angle. Knees and toes, same direction. Once again, ground your feet. Rib cage up off your waist. Heart's up in your chest. Squeeze your sit bones closer. And then soften up, and we're going to turn that left foot to the left. So now your back foot goes wherever it wants to go. It might want to come around a bit, right? But this knee, this left knee, place it over your left heel. And here we go again. Our sit bones aren't quite right. So push the sit bones in alignment so they're parallel with each other. And ground that back foot. Work in the pelvic floor, pelvic bowl, hips, low back, sciatic nerve, lumbar section. Ground that back foot. And then let's come back to upright, wide angle, knees and toes, same direction. Last time, ground your feet. Rib cages up off your waist. Heart's up in our chest. Sit bones a little closer. And then we're going to do the opposite of that. We're going to go right into goddess. So soften up all over. Bend your knees. Tuck your sit bones underneath your shoulder blades. And then raise your hands. Keeping your elbows lower than your shoulders. Breathe. So focus on now widening up your sit bones. So it's just relaxing your tailbone area. And let's straighten up. We're going to do 3 cleansing breaths. Clearing negative energy and clearing our respiratory tract. So inhale, shrug your shoulders close to your earlobes. Exhale with some noise. Ha! Drop your shoulders down. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale. Ha! 2 more times. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale. Ha! Last one, really verbalize it. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale. Ha! And we're going to draw down on the moon. Spread your fingers. Spread your toes. Come down halfway and turn your palms forward. And roll your palms up from here. Stretch your arms out farther. Ground your feet a little bit harder. Lift up your head a little bit higher. Creating all kinds of opposing energy. And soften up all over. Turn your palms forward and then down. And slowly lower your hands, your arms. Let's clasp our hands behind our back. Let's soften up those knees. And yes, we're going to pitch forward gently. So with your knees bent, your hands are coming down and your heads are coming up. Go to your limit. And rise up inside your space. Let's go back to goddess pose. So bend the knees, bend the elbows. And tuck your sit bones underneath your shoulder blades. Heart's up in your chest. Spread your fingers. Spread your toes. And then straighten up and soften up. Let's bring our hands up above our heads. So your right hand grabs that left arm. You're going to pull your left arm to the right side. And rise back up to neutral or Sushumna. Left hand will grab that right wrist. And we're going to pull our torso to the left. And then back to neutral. Let's draw down the moon. Slowly, is your aura feeling any clearer? And let's find our warrior. So turn that right foot right knee over that right heel, your back foot. It's going to follow your hips. So turn your hips same direction as your right foot. Ground your feet first. And then push your hips same direction as your right foot. Heart's up in our chest. Now work on squeezing your sit bones closer together. Work in that pelvic bowl. And soften up. Let's bring up the sun. And then pivot back to upright wide angle. Exhale, draw down the moon. So a lot of softer, subtle movements in today's practice. Powerfully healing. And then turn your left foot to the left. Left knee over that left heel. And as you turn your hips same direction as your left foot, your back foot's going to follow along. First, we ground our feet. We lift up our hearts and our chest. We move our hips farther forward. And we're breathing, increasing bone strength, bone density in the lower body. Squeeze your sit bones a little bit closer together. And then soften up. Let's pivot back to neutral, back to Sushumna. And from here, I'd like you all to ragdoll down. So soft arms. Soft head, soft back. So if this is too much for you, we will meet you on all fours. But if you're still with me, travel to your right, pivot your feet, and send that right foot back by your left foot. It's just vinyasa flow. That's how we flow. Dance-like movements. So your hands should be under your shoulders, and you want your knees really close together. And let's kick back that right leg. And bending and straightening our elbows. Let's try 6 of these. 1. So now strengthening the upper body, 2. Working on bone strength, bone density from your navel up. Here's 4. 5. Last one, bend and lower and pause. Pick up that top foot a little bit higher. And then heads up, cross that leg over your lower leg, top leg over your lower leg. And let's elbow down from here. We're going to stack one fist on the other. See if you can rest your third eye on your stacked hands. So soften your shoulders. Soften your eyes. Soften the root of your tongue. Soften the wings of your nose. Heads up, let's elbow walk forward. So go as far forward as you can. Lowering your hips gently into seal pose. Great for low back, hips, sciatic nerve, sacrum. And then we're going to back it up and uncross these legs. Place your knees close together and put your hands right underneath your shoulders again. This time we'll kick back that left leg. And let's bend and straighten our elbows. Shoot for 6. 5. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one, bend and lower and pause. And you all know yoga is not just about stretching, it's about strengthening too. Heads up. We'll cross that top leg over our bottom leg. We're going to elbow down. Stack one fist on top of the other. And rest your third eyes on your stacked hands. So the stack becomes your third eye tube, siphoning that grounding earth energy out of the earth. Breathing in and out of your nose. And then heads up. We're going to keep the cross if you can, and then elbow walk it forward. Go to your limit, and then gently, slowly lower your hips. Snap, crack, pops are all good. Breathing in and out of your nose in seal pose. And then when you're ready, maybe sooner than me, and maybe you want to stay in the pose longer, it might feel good. When you're ready, we're going to back it up. So we're going to bring our knees shoulder hip width. We're going to come down onto our bellies. Elbows, keep them right under your shoulders. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Finding your Sphinx pose. Squeeze your sit bones closer, hearts up in your chest. Rib cages, move them away from your waist. Find your breath and do some more belly breathing. Soften your belly and let the breath go all the way down into the bottom of your lungs. And if this is too hard for you to be in Sphinx pose, you can start here and move your elbows out to the side. It'll bring you down a few notches. And then everybody, elbows out to the side. Stack one hand on top of the other. Take your legs, your feet, and bring them really close together. And then take your left ankle and place it over your right ankle. So left side's feminine, right side's masculine. You've got feminine dominance here. This should feel empowering. So let's inhale and squeeze our knees and our thighs. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze. Working connected tissue from toe to head, head to toe. But emphasis on the low back, the hips. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, hold it. Keep breathing, but hold the squeeze. And then release, relax. And we're going to change that dominant ankle. Put the right ankle over the left. And our legs are close together. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Now you have masculine energy, dominant over feminine. Do it again. Inhale, squeeze. Some of us, if we were abused or violated, exhale, release. Might be really uncomfortable with this. You need to stay in the pose and breathe through it. Clear that negative trauma. Last one. Inhale, squeeze. So we hold the squeeze. But we keep breathing. And then release, relax. Move your feet, your legs, shoulder, hip width. Let's bend at the knees. And we're going to pick up that right knee.
Breathing, working the piriformis muscle, the psoas muscle. Holding that right knee up. And the harder it is to lift it, the more you need to work the piriformis and the psoas muscle. Release it, relax it, and lower. Now that left knee. Lift it up, and as you lift up, keep your pubic bone, your hips grounded equally. So this side's definitely harder for me. It's suggesting that I have a weaker left side than my right side. Things that make you say, Learning more about yourself. Let's lower that left knee and do some cross kicking. Weaving your feet in and out will help realign your energies. As they scramble, they scatter. Anytime you challenge yourself physically, mentally, or spiritually. And then a shuffle kick or a flutter kick. 1 foot up and 1 foot down. And then both feet down. So let's roll it over onto our backs. And when y'all get there, it's transition time. So we take our time from here. We smooth any wrinkles out of our back. Find our breath. And we breathe in and out of our nose. Soften the belly and do that yogic breathing fully and completely. Fully and completely. And then on to another muscle. We hit them all. So let's get into the gracilis muscle. That's connected to despair. Feet, shoulder, hip width here. Let's put that left ankle or left leg over the right leg. And flatten the small of your back. And then that inner left thigh. From the inside of the knee to your pubic bone. If it hurts and it's really tight, just stay put. If you can, take your fingers inside your left knee and gently push it away from your face. So what we're doing is we're stretching the gracilis muscle. Gracilis muscle left side is despair coming from a female source. We're also clearing that emotion. Bringing healing energy into the legs, the hips, the knees, sacrum, sacroiliac, sciatic nerve, on and on and on. And then leg out, let's change legs, feet, shoulder, hip width. Right ankle, right leg on your left. And maybe this is tight enough and you dare not try to push it away. Or maybe you got a little bit of wiggle room. Gently push that knee away from your face, but ground the small of your back. So right gracilis muscle, inside a right knee to your pubic bone, has everything to do with despair coming from a masculine source. Work through these emotions, work through these asanas, these emotions, these feelings that are surfacing. You're clearing them. Don't run from the clearing. Embrace it. And then let go. So put both feet down, shoulder hip width and wider. And then stretch your arms out to the side. Let's take both knees and twist them to the right side. So can you feel it on the left side? Maybe left knee up towards your face. Breathe into the feminine side and heal it. We all have yin, we all have yang. Ida Pingala, Shiva Shakti, masculine, feminine. We're working the feminine side, yin, Shakti, Ida, lunar, estrogen. And soften up, float these knees up, keep your feet apart. And then twist your knees to the left side and feel the energy on the right side of your body. This is yang energy. This is masculine. This is Shiva. This is Pingala. This is the sun, solar energy, masculine, testosterone. We all have it. Both yin and yang, both testosterone and estrogen. Both Shiva Shakti, Ida Pingala. And float these legs back up. And if you can, well, everyone, bring your feet shoulder hip width, and if you can here, bring both knees up. And some of us need to grab the back of the legs. It might be easier. Bring these knees in, closer, a little closer. And then back up its ankle cross and then rock it gently side to side. Just allow your head to roll around independently, free of your spine. And today let's roll on the left side and pause. So if you feel something sharp and stabby, you might have a kidney stone in that left kidney. Come back to neutral, please. If there's anything growing or forming, you're breaking it up and squeezing it out of the kidneys. Getting it out of your body. But if it's already established, you'll know here. And then come back to neutral and change your ankle cross. Let's rock to the right side, rocking, putting direct pressure on the right kidney. So did you know that kidneys are emotions trapped in the kidneys? And if you don't cry, said that the tears harden and turn into stones. So kidney stone on the right side would be from a male. Kidney stone on the left side, female. Both would be both male and female influences. And back to neutral. Let's uncross our ankles, feet, shoulder, hip width apart. Hips up, and let's complement that with a bridge. So if y'all can, wiggle those shoulder blades closer. Squeeze your sit bones closer and push your hips up a little bit higher. So inhale, hips up higher. Exhale, open up shoulder blades, sit bones, turn your palms down, and lower your hips right on top of your hands. And then we'll stretch out into fish pose, Matsyasana. Slowly, gently straighten your legs. Move your elbows closer, and then your heart up and maybe your head back. And if you feel like it would be beneficial, you can do a gentle slow motion shin wag. And again, not for everyone. Move slowly, test the waters. And then head to neutral. Let's back up out of the pose, same way we got in. Bend your knees, hips up off your hands. Smooth the wrinkles out of your back. Bring your knees into your cupped hands, and it's that gentle pumping in and out. And it's small circles with your knees. Roll your head around simultaneously. And then return it. And then 2 separate circles with your knees today. And then let's pry our knees apart. Bring your toes, your big toes together. And maybe you can reach for your feet, and if you can connect, bring your feet up towards your face. So this is optional. Don't have to do it. As is everything we do. And then let go. We're going to drop our feet down and push our legs straight slowly. Stretch your 2 hands, your arms above your head. And let's inhale and get taller. Really lengthen up and totally release your core. I like pumping my heels here. It feels really good on my sacrum. Maybe you will enjoy it too if you try it. And soften up all over. Let's bring our arms down by our sides. And when y'all touch down, we make circles with our feet. We make circles with our hands. This realigns our energies. Checks and balances. Roll your head around your shoulders. And then return it. It's a great time to find a pillow, a bolster. Maybe you want to put a layer back on. So as we lie on our back, still we do lose a lot of heat. So please be mindful of that. So as you all get situate, I'm going to put my sweatshirt back on and take you all right into Savasana. So once you're on your back reclining, soften or close your eyes. Let's reconnect with our breath and breathe in and out of our nose. So notice your breath. Is it soft and slow? Is it jagged? Does it go to one side more than the other? Does it have a temperature? So when we focus on the inhale, we bring more oxygen in. And it wakes us up. When we focus on the exhale, we release stress, tension from the body. When we're going into Savasana, you always want to focus on that exhale. Slowing down our breath. Being aware of your body physically, your emotions, bits and pieces, fragments of your day if they come into your head. Let them go like clouds in the sky, just passing by. And bring your thoughts down toward your feet. Let them fall right or left, up or down, whatever way they choose. Let your feet pull your ankles down into that healing abyss beneath you. Your ankles will pull the knees down. Your thighs. Your hips, the heaviest joint in your body. Your hands tingle like Pavlov's dogs in anticipation of going next. Bless them and release them into that healing abyss beneath you. Feel your hands pull your wrists, your elbows. Working on detachment 101. Your shoulders. Your navel spirals downward like a whirlpool into that healing space beneath you. Rib cage. Let it drop down. Let it join the rest of your parts. So what's left, your effervescence, moves into your neck, your throat,
bubbling up into the tip of your chin, tilting it up ever so gently, that your mouth prompts open, that your teeth separate, and your tongue rolls out the back of your head. Cheekbones, your forehead crumbling. Any remaining thoughts flutter out of your head like butterflies into the sky on a warm summer day. Feeling of freedom, openness, expansiveness. Feel your energy expand out of your body into the room. Outside your home, your building, your apartment, wherever you're at, let it spill out. Let the energy move into your town. Let this good energy spill into the county that you live in. The state where you reside in. Good old US of A. Allow this energy to touch all that are sick, all that are suffering, across our planet. We breathe, we create prana, chi, to heal everybody. Awaken. Awaken. Awaken to the sound of the tingsha bells. Bringing your attention right back to the top of your head, to your crown chakra. Let's bend our knees in breaks of asana slowly. Allow the bottom of the feet, the minor chakras there, to awaken your major chakras throughout your body. And then gently rock your head side to side. So we'll hold our heads in neutral or Sushumna, and a hand farthest away from me to please lift it up above your heart center. And then reach towards me and roll over onto your side. If it's not a good side, please roll away from me. Let's stack those bent legs. Be mindful of your head, your neck, your shoulder. Allow your head to sink back into the earth. So let's root down before we rise up. Notice all your recycled thoughts returning to you here. And then heads up. Let's use two hands so you stay balanced. Let's come back up to Sukhanasana. Easy sit back to where we started. Sit bones underneath you, legs crossed or your legs extended or a little bit of both. Pull your spine right out of your sit bones. Just allow your arms to roll or flow into your lap like a waterfall. Can you feel your energy still pouring out of your body? Such a peaceful, loving energy. So go down to your root chakra, your tailbone. I am safe. I am totally safe. Beneath your navel to your sacral chakra. I am creative. Up to the solar plexus chakra beneath your rib cage. I am strong. I am empowered. To your heart center, your heart chakra, I am loved. To your throat chakra, I am expressive. To the third eye, I am divine. I am intuitive. To the top of the head, the crown chakra, I am connected. Let's put the sides of our hands together. Back to Avana Mudra, where we'll plant those seeds of gratitude. Visualize something you're grateful for. Turn it into a starseed light, and it can be many, but visualize every one of them. Plant them into your hands, your gratitude gardens. And with your eyes soft closed, watch your hands illuminate through your third eye. Feel your body illuminate. Feeling blessed, healed, centered, balanced, cleared, cleansed, stronger, more flexible. Now let's close up our gratitude gardens and bring it right into our heart shine. Let's chant Om to end class, to end this practice. Namaste, everyone. Heartfelt thank you for joining me today for this practice. Namaste, and hope to see you all soon here at the studio. Namaste, and so much love.